Welcome back to the IBSP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Crawford won't fight Teofimo, and look, let's break it down honest and objectively as possible. And Teofimo has went on an interesting interview with the Danza Project, and in that project he calls out Terence Crawford yet again, and he also states that, hey, it's to the point they can't even give me Terence Crawford. I'm like, yo, give me Crawford so I can make it thrice. Let's duke it out in the ring. Let's show who the best of the best is. And so you see Teofimo's calling out Terence Crawford, and he's been doing so for over a year, and every time he calls out Terence Crawford is being dismissed, is being pushed off. People are hating on it, fanboys are mad, or even Team Terence Crawford is just simply not interested in fighting Teofimo, which makes no sense to me. And the only reason why I see this fight making sense is because this would be the best name on Terence Crawford's resume today. I mean, think about this. Teofimo is a two-time lineal, he's a two-weight champion, and he's currently a Hall of Fame fighter in his prime. Terence Crawford does not have a Hall of Famer who's in his prime on his resume at all. I mean, even Terence Crawford's own team said that Errol Spence is a hype job. So really, if you look at their resume, they have no Hall of Famers. Errol Spence was a hype job, and Teofimo is definitely more accomplished than Errol Spence Jr. So definitely, this would be the biggest name on Terence Crawford's resume, the most accomplished fighter on Terence Crawford's resume, and I believe this would be a big fight. They're not huge and far apart in weight class like Canelo and Crawford. This fight makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more logical. Even Terence Crawford beating Madrimov, he's not beating a guy who was pound for pound a Hall of Fame. He's not going to get that type of name on his resume at this stage in his career. Terence Crawford needs to beat Hall of Fame type of fighters, and he has none on his resume. Teofimo would be a Hall of Fame type of fighter on Terence Crawford's resume. I would pick Crawford to win. I just don't know why he's not interested in the fight. I mean, you've seen his own team, Bomac, sitting out here talking about, we want Keyshawn Davis to fight, a guy like Teofimo, but not Bud Crawford. That doesn't make any sense to me. They asked Terence Crawford about a Teofimo fight. He says, F Teofimo, dismisses the fight. To me, at the end of the day, if Terence Crawford really wants his resume to speak for itself, he needs to go out and beat a Hall of Fame fighter like Teofimo.